All right, today we have a couple of things I want to get wrapped up on this camper conversion. I don't know what you'd call this thing. We have a solar panel here. You guys can't see it. I've already taken the time. I put the little mounts on it. I'm going to get it up there. I need to figure out this portion. This portion on this side should be able to mount. I gotta go fight this door open. I took the assist off and it actually is pretty heavy. I'm hoping the new springs get here today. Yep, heavier than I thought. All right, so half of this should be able to screw directly into this square tubing here, and then I'm going to get up there. I'm just going to run the screws down where they fall, and we're going to put another brace here. I need to figure out our water thing too, because I'm going to have to make some more, because I want to be able to put water up on top of this. And then we have this Max Fan Deluxe, whatever. So we have some good ventilation. I'm going to put this into the back end area here. On this side, we need to start getting a big window cut in. First things first, I'm going to throw this solar panel up. To be clear, I want to get the roof stuff done so I can put that this lap sealant stuff on there. Now we got to get a guesstimation of where that's going to go. Let's go in 2 1/4 to the center of those holes. I don't know where 2 1/4 is going to put us, but it looks like it's going to be right on this stupid ridge again. It is. I think we're going to wait on the solar panel for just a little bit while I overthink the situation. Oh, and I got to dry this off. Let's get the fan put in. All right, this is the piece that we're going to have to drop in the structure we build. Okay, let's get a couple of measurements. We'll make it just a touch, well, 14, that's good. 14 by 14 gives us plenty of room. I'm gonna get these cut to length, square the ends up. This one I'm gonna weld together. All right, I'm gonna go prep where I'm gonna weld this at in the trailer. All right, I went ahead and got that welded up. It was kind of difficult to fumble with that and film, so that's all in there. I just squared it up. I just did, ooh, scared the hell out of me. I just did a couple of downhills. Won't take much to hold this end. This is just to hold the fan and then kind of do a little reinforcement anyways. So now I'm gonna get a drill. I'm just gonna drill all 4 corners and then cut this out. I should make sure nothing's on top. Okay, looks good, yep. Okay, now let's get this going. That fits pretty good. Once I cut that roof loose, it kind of went a little crazy on me, but once we get that screwed in, I'm thinking it's going to look pretty good. Butyl tape. Okay, I'm going to get it taped up and get it bolted into place. Alright, got that screwed in. It did not come with the self-tapper styles. I had my own. Now I got to figure out of these which 4 hold that unit in. I think this goes this way. Now let's see here. All right, this is not sitting in there quite right. Oh, I see. There. There's this lip hanging up on there. So now we got to get these screws lined up. I'm not sure if we can see if those screws went in the correct place or not. I'm just going to trust it. Alright, now I got to figure out the solar panel install. I know it technically doesn't need to go into these steel ribs, but I'd feel a lot better if it did. I guess I could back it with a 2x4. That sounds easy. Alright, I'm going to get up on top and dry it off. I may have to pull this out of here, which I'm not looking forward to lifting that door again. Alright, I'll think about it. Well, I guess since I'm officially procrastinating on mounting that solar panel, I gotta find a tape measure. I'm gonna distract myself with something else. I want to mount the toolbox that I bought. Yep, cheap one on Amazon. I'm sure this plastic will give out, and I want to mount these. I want to mount somewhere on the side. Well, I should probably on that side, because this side, that bat wing awning, if it's out, I won't be able to use this ladder that well. So these should be on this side. This is so I can access that solar panel to clean it off when I actually want to mount it. I have a plan. We're gonna drill holes, rib nut them, transfer punch. I honestly don't care if these are going to be removable. These can stay on until it's garbage. Just find a starting spot, and then I'm every 14 inches from there. Well, let's see if we fall on our ass now. We might need one more at the very top for a handle, or just a handle. Now, I'm going to move my attention to getting this box mounted. And maybe by then I'll actually do something with that solar panel. Okay, let's see where this looks good. Make sure the door can open. Hopefully, yeah, okay, that's not bad. Okay, we should come in just a hair. I'd like to find something about like that. Let's say 21 inches. All right, 21. Ooh. I think we can reuse this. All right, we're gonna cheat a little bit. Got my marks. We're gonna put this under here. Line it up best we can. I'm just gonna scribe my angle I need. And go cut it. Well, that's done. We're gonna let that cool, and then we'll paint this whole tongue with bed liner. Guess it's time to figure out what I want to do up here. Now, I really want to mount this. I still want to be able to put some sort of a water source for this thing up here, like a 6 or 8 inch pipe, maybe 2 of them, that I can pressurize with air to give me pressure. That's why I kind of want to keep this section here open. That way I can have water off the front and possibly another one off the back if needed. Alright, well, here's my plan. I'm not saying it's a good plan, but I'm just gonna see if the anchors into the top of this will hold it. And if not, then I'll fix it after that. I decided to turn it sideways. I can then mount my piece that goes in for the power, and it still leaves me enough room up there for probably one long tank tube and then a short one, because I'm gonna already have quite a bit of tongue weight on this, so it wouldn't be bad to kind of push the heavy part of it back. All right, I'm gonna try it. If this works, I'll take it back apart and we'll seal it. Okay. Well, I don't think it's too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of them in. Then I'm gonna clean it back up, get sealant under it, run them down, put sealant all over the top of this too. And I guess we'll just cross our fingers and hope it don't leak. I'm not gonna enclose the interior right away, so we'll know, because we get a lot of rain. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, we should go put the hole in over there too for that other piece. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe you can see that. I kind of want this in that area, so I'm just gonna guess. It's always better. And there's a hole. And that actually looks really good right there. All right, I'm gonna get that lap sealant and start getting these screwed down. It says it's self-leveling, so I should be able to just poop it on. Okay, we're gonna do the same for the solar panel. I'm just gonna get it done. All right, everything's sealed up on top, just in time for it to start pouring. Painted the tongue on the trailer where I welded. I was gonna move to mounting lights on the back of this thing. I don't know if it comes across very good. That's not in the center. So I'm just gonna ignore that. What I need to do is, I'm gonna clean my surface up real quick. And we got some lights that I wanna put. I want 2 on the back and then 2 on the side where the door is and the awning. I'm not sure about height yet, but we'll just wing it. Now the lights I just bought cheap RB ones for the interior. They're LED. They have their own switches, so I don't have to wire these. I just figure you could turn one on, not a big deal. The outside lights, on the other hand, I am putting them on a switch. I bought a pretty nice switch. It'll just be, one will be the back lights, one will be the side lights. Should be pretty basic. My only concern, I don't know how bright these are. These 2 of the smaller ones I want on the back. I don't really care if the back's like bright. I just wanted something to be able to illuminate. So we're going to test them. Oh, that's pretty, actually not too bad. Well, it doesn't come across camera very good, but I think that'll be perfect. Now let's try the front ones, or the side ones, I mean. These I want, actually I do want brighter. I just don't know where I'm going to mount these quite yet because I still got to put a window in that side. Let's see, how many LEDs? 9, that's an odd number. 18, okay. Yeah, 2 of those. Yeah, I think that'll work. This gutter here is good to help with that ceiling. I'll put a little silicone, one here and then one on that side. I need to mark that big window. I'm hoping to be on the passenger side where the door is, and a little window, just a little window kind of where the bed is going to go. Yeah, I think I should start marking out the window next. I don't have all the steel, but I can get holes cut. That'll be fun. Alright, went ahead and mounted those 2 lights. And I was in here debating where I want this window. And it makes sense to have it high when you're standing. But in here, if I'm in here, I'm either laying in bed or I'm going to be sitting in a chair. Because I'm gonna have a table that flips up here. Went ahead and made a pattern. I think this window's gonna be about. All right, time to trace and cut a giant hole and hope it's not wrong. I'm gonna take these screws out. See how loose I can make this. Woohoo! All right, there's the piece on top of my cardboard there. It's a little loose fit, and that's fine. These have a little lip on them that'll take that up. Yeah, I think that's gonna do. I know it'll be a little weird when you are standing, but I mean, it's not too bad. Normally you don't want to see too far unless you're sitting down relaxing. I'm not taking these bars out yet. I don't have enough 1.5 inches because I want to do an 1.5 inch frame around here to strengthen all this. And then I have this 1 inch tubing, and the 1 inch will frame just inside here. So it's hard to see in here. That didn't help at all. Anyways, so I'll have a 1 inch frame with another 1.5 inches up here, but the 1 inch is because that's how thick this needs to be. And I think it'll look nice, have a little bump in. Maybe we can find a little blind or something to pull down. And on this side, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Make a pattern, cut a hole. This window, I think this window we're going to put higher. And the only reason is because that's the side that if I do take this to some sort of a campground, that's the side that, you know, you normally have like utilities, and that's somebody else's picnic table side. So I want a window high for ventilation so we can get a cross breeze in here. Plus with that fan, we'll be able to really get this place cooled down quick if need be. So I'm going to go ahead and just knock out that other side. Alright, we're to the fabrication part of this. We have lots of fab work to do inside for those windows. Possibly some more if I figure out what I want to do for the water. And I'm really tired of lifting this back gate up and down. Without that assist, it's really heavy. I'm not saying my idea is going to work, but I have some sort of a plan. Now, purchased these little springs. Actually, this is the second set. The first set I bought were like log truck size. These are a little smaller. I'm not sure if I'm going to need both. So I'm going to start out with one. We need to do some bending on these. I'd like to see down in this area somehow, but down far enough to where when this comes down it won't interfere. All right, that'll be good enough. Now, the only tubing I have is this chunk of galvanized, probably water pipe, who knows. It's a little loose for my liking. Tight. Shoot. Well, I guess I'm just going to try and figure out if this will work. I can always build up the outside with welds, but it's kind of a waste. I'm going to just start cutting things apart and see what I can come up with. Alright, I'm going to let that cool, and then I'm going to have to do some notching on this lower part down here to make it fit better. I'm going to clean up some of that dirty slag because I'm using inner shield on this, and then let's get it fit up on the trailer. Alright, I went ahead and got it kind of welded into place. I just want to test it, see if this is actually going to work. Well, it might hit. Alright, well, that's how easy it is to pick it up. Oh, still pretty heavy. I'm definitely gonna have to put the other one on. Oh yeah. You know, it's not as tight as I like. All right, I'm gonna adjust some stuff on this one, get the other one built, weld it on, then we'll see if it actually works. So far, no, I thought it was going to, but it could be that tube. Okay, I think that tube that I put through there, I don't think it's strong enough. I'm going to have to come up with a different plan. Alright, I figured out what was going on. Now, I bent these pieces to hopefully get a little bit more, I guess, tight against the door. These are just bending. I tack welded in some more pieces basically to stack behind it. and it just kept bending this further. So I don't know, I know these are made for like trailer ramps, which they probably work pretty good that way. I'm not sure if these are meant to be welded on, which might work. Maybe I'm doing it wrong by putting something in between here. So I'm gonna try one last thing. I'm gonna go ahead and weld these pieces on after I cut that off, because it's not gonna work that way. And if this don't work, I'm gonna go with my original plan, which is just a hand crank boat winch. They're a little smaller. You can hide them out of the way a little easier, and it doesn't, it's not in the headroom. That's really my, well, that solves that. I am going to order a small hand crank winch. I don't plan on dropping that a ton of times, you know, a couple times here and there, maybe loading and unloading some stuff, but I think it'll beat having that big overhead garage door spring in the way. Yeah, well, once that comes in, I'll mount that, because I don't want to keep picking this door up. I guess I'm off to the next project.